Hi gymnasts, my name is Lilypad and I am super excited to be teaching your Kindergym class today. Teaching from my home to yours is different because usually we would be in the gymnastics room, but we can still have fun with gymnastics from home. Before we get started, let's all go wash our hands with my friend String Bean.
How's it going, everybody? My name is JJ, also known as String Bean, and this is my first video that I'm making for Kid Spirit during this time where we can't meet with you guys in person. I know this is different than what you're used to. I'd much rather be at Kid Spirit doing these activities with you guys, but until then, I'm just excited that we can make them. You'll have them at home, you can watch them with your parents, whatever. You'll have these videos and we can still do the fun activities. That's the important part. So for my first video, we're going to be talking about something that's very important, and that is washing your hands. I know there's a lot of videos out right now that do songs. We're going to do a couple songs here in a minute. But before we do our songs, I want to make sure that we understand why we're washing our hands, we understand how to wash our hands the correct way, and we understand how long to wash our hands. Number one, why do we wash our hands? Our hands are the gateway to everything that we touch, right? If we're going to eat, I'm going to be picking up that sandwich with my hand. If I'm going to take a drink, I'm picking it up with my hand. If I got to shut the door, I'm touching the door handle with my hand. And because it touches so many surfaces, we need to make sure that our hands are clean so that we don't spread our germs to other people, or that other people don't pick up our germs when we touch things. Number two, how do you wash your hands the correct way? Is there a correct way? And the answer is yes. Your hands, although they might not be that big, have a lot of places where germs can hang out because they're so small. So when you're washing your hands, we can't just focus on your palms. We also have to make sure that we get the tops and we get the bottoms of our hands. We need to make sure that we get in between our fingers because germs can hang out in the little tiny cracks in there. So get in between your fingers, rub them real good. Also, we need to make sure that we're getting around our thumbs, right? Just like when you get in the shower and you gotta wash behind your ears, and you can't forget that, is we can't forget to go behind our thumbs. All parts of our hands, even including our fingernails. If you have long fingernails, you need to make sure that you try to scrub underneath that to get all the germs off. Number three, how long do we wash our hands for? We're going to wash our hands for at least 20 seconds. That means you can do it 20 seconds or more. 20 seconds has been shown through research to get the majority of germs off of your hands. Any less than that, you might miss the ones that are hiding in the little tiny parts of your hand, but 20 seconds is that minimum amount that you should do. Alright, now that we've talked about a little bit why, and you understand why we're washing our hands and how to do it the correct way, we're going to practice by doing a couple of songs. Again, this is my first video, so bear with me. I'm going to change the camera angle. I'm going to try to put it on the counter so you can see into the sink a little bit better. But let's do some songs and practice washing our hands. First song we're going to do is to the tune of Here We Go Around the Mulberry Bush. If you're not familiar with that song, I'm sure you'll know the tune. But before we start, get those hands wet. Okay, get our soap ready. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. This is the way we wash our hands, wash our hands, wash our hands. This is the way we wash our hands before we eat our food. Tops and bottoms in between, around our thumbs, now they're clean. Tops and bottoms around the thumb, don't forget between. So now that the song is over, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my paper towel, I'm going to dry my hands off, and then I'm going to use the paper towel to turn the water off so I don't get any germs from the faucet. But that way you're totally clean. We used a little amount of water as we could, but everything's still clean. We did 20 seconds. Nice job.
Thanks for that fun hand washing video, String Bean. Now it's time for us to warm up. First, I need to clear my space. Now that I have some room, we are going to play a warm-up game called Bones, No Bones. When I say bones, we are going to be up and moving. You can run in place like me, or you can move in a small circle in your house. When I say no bones, we're going to fall to the floor like we have no bones. Ready? Let's get started. We're going to start with running bones. Ready, set, bones. Swing your arms while you run. Run super fast. And don't forget to breathe. And no bones. Now for bones, we'll do skipping bones. Try to get your knees up really high. And no bones. This time when I say bones, let's do some tiptoe walks. Bones. When we walk up on our tiptoes, our legs should be nice and straight, and we should reach our arms up to the ceiling. And we'll do step kick bones. When we do step kicks, our legs should be as straight as they can. And make sure you're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And no bones. Now when I say bones, we can do some bunny hops. When we do bunny hops, our feet should be glued together and our hands are on our hips. Ready? Bones. Great bunny hops. Good job. I wonder how high you can jump. And no bones. Take a second to breathe. We'll do 3 deep breaths. Ready? Last one. This time we are going to do bear crawl bones. Bear crawls are up on our hands and feet, and we have nice straight legs while we do bear crawls. Remember, you can crawl in place or in a circle. And no bones. For this last one, we're gonna do running bones one more time. Ready, set, running bones. Keep going, just a little bit longer, you're doing great. And no bones. I'm gonna take a water break, so you should do the same. And now it's time to stretch. So I'm gonna start reaching up to the sky, and then I'm gonna reach down to my toes. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I can come down onto my bottom and sit in a pike position. Pike is where we have our legs straight and our feet together out in front of us. Reach up in the air and reach down to your toes. And we will hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna come to a straddle position with our legs out to the side, nice and straight, and our toes pointed. So in our straddle position, we are going to make a pizza today. So imagine that we keep our cheese over here, and we're gonna take this arm and reach all the way to grab our cheese. How much cheese can you grab? I'm gonna grab as much cheese as I can. I like really cheesy pizza. And now our sauce is kept on this side. So we take this arm and we grab lots of sauce. We're gonna make a really big pizza today. And now reach up in the air and grab your toppings. I like olives on my pizza. What toppings do you like? Now let's spread out our sauce. Spread it all around, get it on the whole pizza. And now it's time to sprinkle our cheese. Remember, we grabbed lots of cheese, so sprinkle it all the way on our pizza. And now our toppings. And let's reach all the way to the middle to put our toppings in the middle of our pizza. And we're gonna hold that for 5 seconds. Ready? Count with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's put it in the oven in our pike position and push the pizza in. And we're gonna hold that for 5 more seconds. If you want, you can count with me again. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's check our pizza. Do we think it's ready? It looks ready to me. Let's pull it out and take 3 big bites. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. That was a tasty pizza. Now we can come up to our knees and we are going to do a stretch called the frog splits, which will stretch our hips. So I'm gonna put my elbows down on the ground and I'm gonna pull my knees out to the side while keeping my feet close together in the back. We're gonna hold frog splits for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7. See how my feet are close together in the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. gently come up back onto our knees, and we're going to put one foot out in front of us, put our hands on our hips, and we are going to push our hips forward to the floor. We want our hips to be close to the floor and our chests up. We should be able to draw a diagonal line from one knee up to the front knee. And now we're going to take our hips and push them back so our front leg is straight, and we're going to try and keep our foot in the same spot. We don't want to move our foot. And we're going to reach down to our toes. And we can hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to switch and do the same on the other leg. Hands on our hips, push it forward. And push back, straight leg, and down to our toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna lace our fingers together like this, and we'll make some spaghetti and some meatballs. And now we're gonna make our very favorite book. We're gonna read it super duper fast, and now let the floor read your book. And now we're gonna let the floor read the cover of the book. Now for our very last stretch, we are going to do a stretch called tabletop. We're going to sit on our bottoms with our hands behind us, and we're going to push our bottom off the ground and make our belly nice and straight. So your belly should look like a table and be totally flat. So this time you can try it with me. Sit on your bottoms, put your hands behind you, and push up off of the ground. And let's hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Thanks for warming up and stretching with me. Now let's go do our lesson. Now that we've warmed up, it's time to get started. My name is Lily Pad, and today we're going to work on some floor skills. Before we get started, we need to clear our space. The main thing we'll be working on today is forward rolls. If you are doing gymnastics on a hard floor, you might want to pull out a blanket that you can use to do your rolls on. This is the blanket I'm going to use. Before we do any rolls, we are going to talk about the form that we need to be in when we roll. So there are 3 main gymnastics positions that we use on floor. This is a tuck, this is a pike, and this is straddle. When we do forward rolls, we are in a tuck position up on our feet. Can you practice a tuck? Great job. When we do forward rolls, our hands should be flat on the ground, and we need to tuck our heads in. When I say tuck your head in, I mean that the bottom of your chin should be touching your chest right here. You can think of it as looking at your belly button, or you can put some glue on your chin and glue it down. So we start a forward roll standing up with our arms up in the air. The first step is to bend our knees and tuck our chin. The next step of the roll involves pushing off of our feet onto our back and rolling up to a standing position. I'll show that one more time. Let me pull out my blanket to make it a little bit more comfortable. I'll start with my feet in front of the blanket, but not standing on it. My arms should start up in the air. I bend down to the ground, make sure my chin is glued to my chest, push off, and roll. And then we stand up and do a big finish. When we do forward rolls, we should not roll over our heads. Otherwise, we might get stuck in a headstand position. We want to skip over our head and land straight on our back or the back of our neck. So we should land right about here when we roll. In order to do that, we need to make sure that we tuck our chins. Roll over the head, onto the back of the neck to stand up and finish. You can also use your hands to stand up. The next thing we're going to work on are candlesticks. Candlesticks help us practice backward rolls. We are not going to do any backward rolls today, but we're going to start by working on candlesticks. So a candlestick happens in a hollow body position. Hollow body looks like this. It's where our back is round and curved. Our arms are up and we're looking down at our feet or our belly buttons. We start standing up, we sit on our bottoms, and then we shoot our toes
up to the sky. We should be in a straight line from our hips all the way up to our toes, and then we come back down. Go ahead and try a few candlesticks with me. Start standing up, sit on our bottom, and then we roll and shoot our hips up to the sky. Start standing up, roll onto our backs, and shoot our hips up. If it helps, you can put your hands under your hips and prop your elbows up on the ground to help keep your hips in the right position. That looks like this. I roll back, and then I push my hips up with my hands. And then come back down. Let's practice a few more forward rolls, and then we'll be done for the day. So remember, in a forward roll, we start standing. We come into our tuck position. We glue our chin to our chest. And then we roll. Great job. Let's try one more together. Start standing up. Come down into our tuck. Look at our belly button. And roll. Great job, friends. We are going to work on some vault skills today. So the very most important thing in vault is running. We have to run super fast with lots of power in order to do our vault skills. So we are going to practice being the best runners that we can be. Now, this might sound silly, but we're actually going to start today on the ground. We're going to sit in a pike with our backs up straight and our arms at our sides like this. So the key to having a really powerful run is a really good arm swing. We want to swing our arms back and forth like we're grabbing our ear every time our arms come up. This helps propel us forward with lots of power while we sprint to the vault. So I want us to practice that. Let's practice just pumping our arms with lots of power, just like we were running. Don't forget to breathe. Now, I want us to try to add in the legs. So just like when we walk, when we run, our arms and legs should come forward opposite one another. So if my right leg comes forward, my left arm should be forward. When my left leg comes forward, my right arm should come forward. So we want to have opposites. So let's practice that slowly a few times. Just practice switching your arms and legs. Remember, they should be opposite. You can check each time we go to make sure that they're not the same arm and the same leg. They should be opposite. Great job. Keep pumping those arms. Now, if you've got the hang of that, you can try going a little bit faster. Don't forget to breathe. I know this position's sort of silly, but it really will help us. Great job. And now go even faster if you're comfortable with that. Swing those arms. Great job. Okay, now that we have got that down, we're going to practice actually running. So you can run in place like me, or if you have room in your house or outside, you can run in a small circle. The main thing I want us to focus on is pumping our arms and making sure that they're opposite, right? We don't want the same arm, same leg. That's a little silly. Ready, set, let's get running. Great job. Keep pumping those arms. And now pump them a little harder. Do you notice how it helps bring up your knees too? Keep going. Looking great. Okay, now that we have that down, I want us to practice running in different ways. So the first time, we're gonna go slow. We're gonna run super duper slow. Great job. This is to help us practice the opposite arm and leg. And now we're gonna go fast, really fast, just like you would if you were running onto the vault. Super duper fast. Great job. Now we are going to do 2 drills that we actually do with our gymnasts who are in levels 2, 3, and 4. So we're going to do 2 special types of runs. The first one is called high knees. So it's just like a normal run, but you bring your knees up super duper high. So if you need to, you can hold your arms out flat and you can try to tap them when you practice your high knees. Ready, set, try it. Now you can add in the arms. Great job. The last one we're gonna try is called butt kickers. So we're gonna run, but as we run, we'll bring our feet up high in the back so that they kick our bottom as we run. Try it with me. Don't forget the arms. Great job. Let's take a water break. Now that that's done, I am going to use a long piece of painter's tape for my beam. For your beam, you can use a piece of tape if your parents say that it's okay. If you don't have any tape, you can walk on any straight line in your house, or you can always roll up a blanket or a towel in the shape of a straight line and walk on that. It is up to you. Oh, hi, Sierra. Okay, so here is my balance beam for today. Before I get started, I am going to take off my socks because I am on the hardwood floor and I don't want to slip. Okay, today we're gonna be practicing walking on our beam. And it looks like Sierra is also walking on our beam. So when we walk on the beam, we want our arms out to the side or on our hips. So I'm going to practice just walking forward on my beam, putting one foot in front of the other. My beam isn't perfectly straight, so it's okay if yours isn't either. But you can go ahead and practice walking with me. One foot in front of the other, and then we can turn around at the end. Let's practice that 2 more times. And you can try different arm positions too. We want to try to keep our head up when we walk on our beam. Great job. Next, we're gonna walk sideways on our beam. So make sure that the balls of your feet are on your beam and your arms are out to the side. And we're gonna step to the side all the way down the beam. It's almost like a little shuffle. We step 1 foot and then touch. And we'll go back, step, touch, all the way down. Go ahead and try it with me. We'll do it 2 times. Step, touch, all the way down. And 1 more time, all the way back. Step, touch, touch. Okay, now this is the trickiest one. We are gonna try walking backwards. So our arms can be in the same position, out to the side or on our hips. And we're gonna face this way and then walk backwards on our beam. So we wanna put 1 foot behind the other one. And since our beam is flat, we are just gonna guess and try to stay in a straight line. You can also practice sweeping with your foot to feel where the tape is. If we were on a real balance beam in the gym, we would be able to sweep the beam with the side of our foot, so that way we know that the beam hasn't ended yet. We'll go down and back 1 more time. Feeling with my foot where the tape is. Keeping my eyes forward and my shoulders pressed down. 1 more time. Keeping nice posture, and we're all done. So now that we've got that down, we are going to practice doing it all up on releve, or up on our tippy toes. So releve looks like this. I should be pushed up as tall as I can be, and my arms are gonna be reaching all the way up to the ceiling, as tall as I can be. So let's practice walking forward on releve. Still keeping 1 foot in front of the other, and keeping our eyes forward. And turn, and let's go back. And let's stay facing this way and just jump right into walking backwards on releve. So push up on your tippy toes as tall as you can be and try to reach 1 foot behind the other. Great job. We want to stay nice and tall and keep our legs as straight as we can while walking on releve. Let's go back 1 more time. Arms up, keeping our eyes forward, 1 foot back at a time. Try to feel the tape or the towel or the blanket on the floor behind you. Now that we've done some of that, we are going to talk about a special position that is extra important on the beam. It's called passe position. So on passe, we step on 1 foot on the beam, and then we bring the other foot up to our knee. So from the front, it looks like this. We can have our hands on our hips or out to the side. So we're gonna face the end of our beam, choose our arm positions, and try passe. And now we can try the other foot. Can you try it with me? Let's hold it for 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and come down. Great job. Now I want to do a little balance challenge. So now that we've practiced passe position, I want to see if we can move our bodies around a little bit up on the top while we stay in passe on the bottom. So I'm going to face one end of my beam and come up into passe, and then I'm going to try to clap in front of my body. My hands will clap in front. Can you try to clap with me? Let's do 3 claps together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now we're gonna switch legs. So come onto your other foot, up to passe, and I want us to try and clap above our heads. Do one practice. And now we're gonna clap all together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Great job. Now this last one is a bonus. If you don't want to try it, that's okay. You can stop the video now. But if passe position was easy for you, or if you got the hang of it, you can try this last special challenge. So pick your favorite foot, come up to passe, and we're going to try and clap behind us. This one's a little tricky. You have to really squeeze your belly muscles and make sure that you're looking forward. Ready? Can you try it with me? Let's try 3 all together. Come up into your passe position, and 1, 2, 3. Great job on beam today, friends. I know that it's a little bit different than it would be if we were in the gym, but I'm so excited to be able to do these videos with you, and I hope that you tune in for the next video.